Claire had always seen herself as a woman of principle. At least that's how she described herself. We'd been married for 10 years, and in the early days, intimacy flowed naturally. It was effortless, unspoken, something we both leaned into without hesitation. But gradually, I began to sense her pulling away. The hand that once sought mine beneath the covers remained still. The kisses that used to linger turned into brief, mechanical pecks, offered out of obligation rather than desire. I told myself it was stress, fatigue, work pressures, the chaos of life, anything to avoid confronting the truth. Then one night, she looked at me with that calm, tishika, almost clinical expression she used when she wanted to make a point without raising her voice. "I'm not going to be intimate with you anymore," she said, as if commenting on the weather. No explanation, no discussion, just a statement that felt final. I stared at her, half expecting a joke, but there was none. She simply adjusted her pillow and opened her book, already scanning the page as if the words hadn't split our marriage in two. At first, I tried to rationalize. Maybe she was just tired. Maybe she needed space. But the words hadn't been tentative. They were absolute. Without consulting me, she had redefined what it meant for me to be her husband. In the days that followed, I noticed things I had overlooked before. The way she still expected me to handle everything, fix the dripping faucet, take her car in when it acted up, cover bills she conveniently forgot. It hit me hard. Her withdrawal wasn't merely physical, it was emotional. I wasn't her partner anymore. I was the man keeping the household running. One Saturday, she asked me to carry heavy bags of soil for her new garden project. Normally, I would have done it without thinking, but something inside me snapped. I looked at her standing there, expecting me to lift and labor while she supervised. Before I could stop myself, I said, "I'm not doing this anymore." She blinked in shock. "What do you mean? You won't help me? You won't be intimate with me?" I met her stare. The silence that followed was louder than any argument we'd ever had. From that moment on, I made a choice. If she could draw a hard line without consulting me, I could do the same. I stopped doing all the small things I had once done for her. When her laptop froze, she had to troubleshoot it herself. When her tire went flat, she called roadside assistance. Each time she looked at me like I was joking, I stayed firm. Part of me felt guilty. Wasn't marriage about compromise? But another part, the part starved of affection for years, felt justified. Why keep pouring into a well that had run dry? Our marriage changed in ways we could no longer ignore. Claire hadn't expected me to stand my ground, but I did. At first, she tried to guilt me. One evening she muttered, "Childish, you think not helping me is the same as what you decided." I closed my book and met her eyes. "No, Claire, it's not the same. You stopped giving me the one thing that makes a marriage feel like a marriage. I'm just refusing to be your handyman while you treat me like I don't exist." Her lips tightened, but she didn't argue. That night, for the first time, she took the trash out herself. The house became a quiet battlefield. She cooked only for herself. I made my own meals. She did her laundry. I did mine. We moved around each other like strangers, speaking only when necessary. Then came the day that changed everything. Her car broke down on the highway. Normally, I would have left work immediately to pick her up. When my phone buzzed, I let it ring. A text came through. "Car broke down, need help." I stared at it before replying, "Call roadside assistance." She arrived home that evening furious, hair messy, clothes wrinkled from hours of waiting. "You left me out there like I didn't matter," she shouted. I stayed calm. "Now you know what it feels like to be left alone when you need your partner the most." Her anger faltered, and for a fleeting moment I saw fear. For the first time, I think she realized that what I was doing wasn't pettiness, it was a mirror reflecting her own choices. The following days were quieter. At dinner, I caught her watching me, as if wanting to speak but unsure how. Finally, she did. "Why are we doing this?" she asked softly. I took a deep breath. "Because you thought you could keep taking without giving anything back. That's not how marriage works, Claire. You shut me out but expected me to hold everything together for you." Her throat bobbed as tears gathered in her eyes. The certainty she usually carried was gone. "I was wrong," she whispered. "I pushed you away, and now I'm the one left behind." In that moment, everything shifted. She had always assumed I'd accept whatever rules she set, But I had shown her I wouldn't be taken for granted. I didn't feel triumphant. I didn't rush to comfort her. I let her sit with her choices. I wasn't sure we could rebuild what was broken. But I knew one thing. I would never again give endlessly to someone who refused to meet me halfway. Love doesn't always die through betrayal or shouting matches. Sometimes it fades quietly, smothered by refusals, closed doors, by the words, "I won't be intimate with you anymore." And sometimes the only way to survive is to respond, "Then I won't hold this together for you either."